We're in the second month of 2022 and new releases have not ramped up just yet. So today I thought it was time for me to stop and rank my highest anticipated films for 2022 going forward. This is going to be my top 10 list. It's going to be pulling in from comic book movies, blockbusters, anything is going to be on this list. You know, you can probably guess what's going to be at number one. But please know that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is SDomination, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of all 10 of your highest anticipated films for the rest of the year for 2022. From your least anticipated to your most anticipated, just like me. Or you could just do your most anticipated. With that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter. That's going to pop up on your screen right now. And let's get right into our ranking. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Jurassic World 3 Dominion. I didn't grow up on Jurassic Park, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Jurassic films, especially that last one that came out in 2018. But I am excited to see some dinosaur mayhem and just have some big, schlocky, blockbuster fun with Chris Pratt and some velociraptors. Like Sean Chandler says, these are
Taco Bell movies. They're cinematic fast food. Maybe you call them turn off your brain movies. Maybe you call them guilty pleasures. I just call them Taco Bell films.
And with the dinosaurs now roaming free with civilian life, it seems like this one will be the most Taco Bell of the Taco Bell movies. Number 9 is Uncharted. This film actually comes out next week, which proves how late this ranking is. But the next film I will see in theaters is Uncharted. Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg don't really seem to have the best chemistry, and the second trailer that they just put out wasn't the best in my opinion, but that first trailer sold me on the film. That first trailer is the one that I got hype off of, and I still get hype off of. It sure does look fun and entertaining. I love swashbuckling adventures that have a bit of mythology and high stakes ridiculous action in it, so this film is right up my alley. And the fact that Tom Holland is in it, definitely I'm going to see it. But side note, Mark Wahlberg actually sent me a birthday message one time. It was like back in 2017 or like 2018, so I mean, it was through a lot of connections. I knew this guy, and then this guy knew Mark Wahlberg, and this guy, he comes down here to my state a lot, Mark Wahlberg does. So yeah, I have some connections with Marky Mark. Number 8 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The first film wasn't that bad in my opinion. It was actually one of the biggest surprises of 2020, before the entire world shut down. But I had fun with it. It was charming, fast, and just plain friendly. Sonic 2 seems like this is the Sonic movie you want to see. The designs look great. The plot seems a little bit more video game based, and I don't play Sonic video games, so I wouldn't really know, but just from the trailer it seems a lot more video game based because they got the Chaos Emerald in there. I know that. And the story seems to focus more on a slightly older Sonic with Tails on a worldwide adventure. I think focusing more on them than the humans is the right step. And come on, Knuckles looks freaking cool. Do I dare say more about the great Idris Elba voicing him? Next up is Morbius at number 7, the film that just can't catch a break from delays. This was my second highest anticipated film of 2020, and I was really looking forward to it this year. I was ready to watch it in January, even though this ranking wasn't going to be out. I was ready to watch it in January. The trailers have been fantastic, and the tone seems like they are going to do this character justice and do him seriously. And I don't really know much about Morbius. Morbius is someone I do not know at all, but I am intrigued to find out more about him and cannot wait to see which Marvel universe he really is in. Like, is he in Tom Holland's? Is he in Andrew Garfield's? Is he in Tobey Maguire's? We may never know. But my hype for this film has still been steady since that first teaser back in January of 2020. Maybe Michael Keaton is my main draw. Coming in at number 6 for me has got to go to The Flash. Now, speaking of Michael Keaton, The Flash is bringing back not one, but 2 Batmen for this film. Now, obviously, that gets me intrigued and excited. I'm not the biggest fan of Michael Keaton's Batman, but I do like his movies a bit. But in bringing back my favorite Batman, Batfleck, you just have all my money. The Flash is someone you have to do in film because his powers are so OP. It's so unclear what the story is, why Supergirl and Keaton Bat is there, and I am fearful because this film was supposed to come out in 2018, And even today, with Ezra making some very strange threats to people in white sheets, we all know their names, but The Flash itself, the film, I'm very intrigued by it. If I had to choose between which one I want to watch now, between Morbius and The Flash, I would go with The Flash. Kicking off the top 5 list for me has got to go to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Into the Spider-Verse is really good to me. It symbolizes what Spider-Man means to everyone and what it could be to everyone. The inspiration of putting on the mask, the symbolism of how it doesn't matter who wears the mask because anyone and everyone could be Spider-Man or a Spider-Woman. But Across the Spider-Verse isn't going for that. No. They're not going for that. They said, okay, we made a love letter to Spider-Man and the fans in the first film. Let's give them something different. We're getting Spider-Verse mayhem, another animation style with every new universe that they're in, and more action. The first Spider-Verse is on the S tier for me, and I'm hoping this second one will be of the same caliber. And number 4 is Lightyear. They actually just released a new trailer. At the time of me recording this, they had just released a new trailer earlier this morning. So yeah, it's crazy how these videos kind of turned out, because last time I was prepping for the Moon Knight video and then bam, the trailer dropped that night I was recording that video for my confirmed Marvels ranking, and then now I was just prepping this video and then bam, the Lightyear trailer drops this morning. But my thoughts on it is that it was an alright trailer. It wasn't better than the first teaser trailer, but again, Toy Story is my childhood. I have all the toys except for Bo, Jessie, and Bullseye, and still have them till this day. I've seen all the movies and even cry at Toy Story 4, one that I dread to this day because I didn't see it in theaters. I actually skipped that one to go see Spider-Man Far From Home and the Lion King remake. So when they dropped the teaser trailer for Lightyear, it was super cool and gave us something to get excited about. Back in 2020, when they announced this spinoff, it seemed like the right direction to take the Toy Story franchise, since 4 was the last sequel Pixar is doing for their IPs. Chris Evans as the voice is alright in my book, and the Buzz character is someone you can have an action-packed space movie with naturally, because inherently his character was made for that. Kicking off my top 3 list for me has got to go to Blackout, and we still have yet seen a full trailer for this film. We don't even have a poster for this film yet, and it cracked my top 3 for the year. I think it was actually in my top 10 for last year too, I believe, before it got delayed. But The Rock has been cast in this role for years. Once they finally announced that they wrapped shooting, I've been itching to finally see this film come out after years of fan art and delays. Black Adam naturally is a character you can do a lot of visceral action with. Add in the Justice Society as in Hawkman and Dr. Fate. It seems the DCEU is trying to introduce more obscure characters that we wouldn't normally see on screen. I do not know much about Black Adam besides, the Lego stuff and Injustice. That's basically where I know him from, Injustice. But from the way The Rock raves about him and the many quotes he put out on Twitter about his character, this makes me believe that this film will be an absolute blast. My runner-up at number 2 for me, surprisingly, is actually Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. My highest anticipated Marvel project 2 years in a row. The Doctor Strange sequel just can't come fast enough. The story isn't all the way clear though, but what is clear is what Strange did in No Way Home has massive consequences for him inside of this film. And since he's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, Wong is, that warrants him to be open enough and free enough to go on a multiversal adventure. I want to see the horror that they promise, I want to see the weird that they promise, and I want to be in awe as I was when I saw No Way Home. I hope I can have the same experience because, man, I've had so much faith in this film since they announced it back in 2019. But obviously, my number 1 for me has got to go to The Batman. Just like everybody else, The Batman is my highest anticipated film of the year. Come on now. What did you expect? As I'm writing this, I'm currently listening to the Batman theme released 2 weeks ago. This was when I was writing the script. I'm recording it days apart. But when I was writing the script, I was listening to the Batman theme. This movie, without a doubt, is just my most anticipated of the year. The trailers have been great, the tone just seems right, and every frame and every shot I see, I get more and more excited for what's to come on March 4th. We're just a couple of weeks away, and I still cannot stop watching the trailers. Therefore, the Batman has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that is it for the ranking. Please note that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list, it was just my list. You know, it is my own list because it's my top 10 highest anticipated films of this year. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter. It's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also, you are free to comment down below your highest anticipated top 10 movies for 2022, ranked from your least anticipated to your most anticipated, just like me. Or you could just do your most anticipated. And with that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Peace.